Over the last 5 years, I have made 6 games. 2 in 2020, then basically nothing for years, and then suddenly 3 in the last year alone. This isn't a how to succeed video. It's just a timeline of me trying things, quitting, coming back, switching engines, burning out again, and eventually actually enjoying what I was making. This is Déjà Vu, my first ever game jam, and my first time using Unity. I had just watched a bunch of brackets tutorials and thought, yeah, I can make a game in a week. I've been wanting to do this since I was 15, 16. I wanted to study game development, then I didn't. Let me just figure it out myself. It was a 2D platformer with a rewind twist, which was the theme for the brackets game jam. If timer ran out, you went back to level 1. If you died, you restarted the level. Somehow, I placed 10th out of 48 entries, which at the time felt insane. Looking back, it was very rough, but it was finished and it mattered more than I realized. It also gave me Mercury, my character that I use for everything, and the portal that I love so much, that we use on everything. I really enjoyed the process. During the time, I was watching a lot of Vimlark, which was a streamer on Twitch. I really enjoyed his videos and I enjoyed the games he was making. I think he was using Construct 3, I'm actually not sure. A month later, I made Static for his Vim Jam. It was basically Déjà Vu Part 2, a TV-themed platformer with collectibles, bugs, missing restart buttons, and levels you could fall out of forever. It ranked 131st out of 453 entries, which didn't feel great. So after that, I just stopped making games. I didn't quit, I just didn't ship anything. I didn't ship anything game-related. And honestly, this is the part most people don't talk about. The long stretches where nothing happens. In 2024, Unity rock-pulled us with their pricing thing, and I finally decided, okay, if a game engine can be this volatile and just change their rules, and I want to do something in the future with this, maybe I should use an engine that's not gonna fuck me over whenever I need it the most. So in 2024, I finally tried Godot. Realm Shift was my first Godot game, a small puzzle platformer where you switch between 3 realms. It was made in 4 days and it placed 4th out of 20 entries. More importantly, I finished something in an engine I just learned about. During the time I was making Realm Shift, I was learning how to use Godot. That alone reminded me why I liked making games in the first place. Godot was very easy to learn and I just really enjoyed something new and intuitive. Fast forward to May 2025. I made Whispers in the Alley for the Fireside Game Jamming. Whispers in the Alleys was a weird one. This game was made in about 14 hours total, while the entire jam was 7 or 10 days. This wasn't because of motivation, but because this was around the time I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease. It's a small detective game. You explore, find clues, identify a trait, and accuse the killer. You only get one chance. It placed 37th out of 79 entries. The results didn't matter much. The fact that I finished anything at that time kind of did. I was just proud I could do something while suffering. October 2025. My comeback after the whole Crohn's debacle, finally feeling better. Then came Tomb of the Passage, a roguelite about dying, permanent progression, and slowly making future runs easier. You collect crystals, unlock shortcuts, and eventually earn the right to escape. This game was made in 4 days and placed 526th out of 1,163 entries, which sounds bad, but it was also the first time people consistently said, you should expand this game. For the first time, the feedback wasn't just about bugs, it was about potential. And then there's RNGesus Hates You, a bullet hell where the game literally curses you every 15 seconds. Reverse controls, giant players, screen shakes, flashbangs. There are no power-ups, there is only suffering. This was the first game I actually enjoyed playing myself. It became my most played, most rated, and most commented game ever. And it placed around 14th, 15th out of 95 entries. Not because it was perfect, but because I knew exactly what it was. Looking back, the biggest pattern isn't talent. It's consistency, which I kind of sucked at. But there's one thing I never did. Not a single year I stopped learning. I was always learning something new, trying to get back into it. And at least if I wasn't gonna make a game, keep myself updated on what was happening. The games I finished, even the bad ones, moved me forward. The perfect ideas I never finished didn't. It took 5 years to go from I watched a bunch of tutorials to I actually like playing my own game. So what's next? In 2026, I want to do a few things properly. I want to polish some of these games instead of instantly moving on. I want to do more game jams, starting with the global game jam at the end of January, which will be my first one of the year. I want to post more consistently on YouTube, not because everything is perfect, but because documenting the process actually keeps me going. And at some point this year, I want to start working on my first full project. Not a dream game, not a masterpiece, just something small, finished, and real. If the last 5 years taught me anything, it's this. Finishing small things beats dreaming about big ones. This time I'm sticking around. If you want to see where this goes, game jams, devlogs, or that first full game, feel free to subscribe and we will see where this goes together.